baseball fans, and welcome. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Texas Rangers. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all pitch coming your way next.
Ranger.
All right, ready to get underway. Now it's the power speed combo. Ellie De La Cruz. And that's off the inside edge. And we're underway in Arlington. That one fouled off. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. Now fly ball to right center. Tavares running hard to get it. Got it. Nice grab. One away. Here's Juan Soto with 3 hits on the series, and one of them a homer. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And next for L.A., Joe Morgan. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
2 out, space is empty. And that skips in the dirt.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Too low, and it's ball 3. And that is low for ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
So a man at first. Mark McGuire getting ready to hit. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Eovaldi checks the runner, and he's back safely. Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. That's outside. And a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Time call.
Timeout.
The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Runner at third, 2 away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Check swing, and that's a ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Kicks and deals. Ripped into right center. Base hit. And the Dodgers score first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
On the ground. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Now here is Josh Smith. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. Hoping for a good showing in this one from their cleanup hitter, Kyle Higashioka.
Well, right-handed pitching has been a real challenge for him so far this season. You know, he's just not showing much consistency in those at-bats. Clearly, he's getting a shot to change that narrative in this one. Manager has some confidence that he can get it done. I'll be looking to see if he can put some good at-bats together to get some confidence going.
Swing and a ground ball. Throw to first, and it pulls him off the bag.
Batting third, the shortstop.
One down. Here's Corey Seager. First offering. Runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. Tying run in scoring position here in the third and final game of the series. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in. Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the sixth time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
That one found hard the other way. Line drive. Fair ball. Headed for the plate. The throw in. He'll score. And the Rangers tie the game. It's 1-1.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And that one fouled off.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Higashioka off of first with 2 away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even now at 1-1. We head to the second in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Eovaldi back to work. Fought off foul. Beltran, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 2000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent. That one is absolutely belted. Garcia ranging back on it. Long gone. That one felt good. His 11th of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Manny Ramirez. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next offering is fouled back. And that's down and away.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one down the line, and it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. Throw off line, he's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. So up next, Joe Mauer, 3 for 6 in the series so far. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
1 on, nobody out. A run in here at the top of the second. Got him swinging. 1 out in the second.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time he got to the plate. People at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Now it's Mookie Betts. Young tossed to first. Mookie retired 2 down. Ellie De La Cruz at the plate. He's fast.
Faster than me?
Oh, you're over 50, Chris, so yeah. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Ball outside. Throw to third. Save. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings through that one for strike 1.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Bare hand has to hurry, and they get the out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball. On the show. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
1 out, base is empty. Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. And the Rangers set down in order, and our score remains 2-1. Back at Globe Life Field, Juan Soto now. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Taveras right there to make the grab, and a quick out, number 1. Stepping in, Joe Morgan. He walked and came around to score his first time up. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line, and there are 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. He's 0 for 1. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Right through there for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. Away. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Now, when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. And that was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, looked at the fastball for strike 3 there to end. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. That one not close, and the count is 1-2. That's out to center field. Corrals it, and there's one down. Manny Ramirez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. On the ground to third. Boots it. Gets off a throw. The throw is late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Here's the catcher, Joe Mauer. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one hammered. That's back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. Here's Mookie now. 0 for 1 so far.
Bet.
Just missed.
Well, if he's going to steal second,
no
you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way. so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Yeah.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike
One
one.
ball, one strike.
Ground ball,
Just
left
foul.
side, and that's just foul. Ramirez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So one hit. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, these Rangers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Sends it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. On the ground, right side. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Josh Young. And a slider in there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Now a pop-up on the infield. Betts. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing for the Rangers. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
That's hard hit in the line. And there's one away. And now it's Juan Soto. 0 for 2 in this one. Going one.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And there's 2 down. Joe Morgan steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one laced to center and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Now it's the DH, Mark McGwire. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. McGwire goes 6 feet 5 inches, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
That's back-to-back singles for him. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Next to hit, David Ortiz. And that one fouled off. Now time called at the plate. First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th. And a big swing and a miss.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Double steal. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. They got Shioka to first. That's the third. back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out on the mound as we take a check of the numbers. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Simeon at the plate now. That's ball one. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Now Marcus, a career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Makes the catch up against the wall. Now a chance for Evan Carter.
32. Evan Carter.
The other way. And that's a fair ball. Here's Leody Taveras. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jacob Webb.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Beltran up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Hobie Milner up and throwing. Wynn also throwing. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And it's 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Up the middle, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. And we're back. John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Josh Smith. Fastball for a strike.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Up and in. Now 1-2. And that one popped to short. Betts makes the catch for the out. Up next for the Rangers, Ezekiel Duran. Pitch is in there, and it's 0-1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And a foul ball. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Seager in the box now. No balls and a strike. Line drive, base hit, right center field. And that keeps the inning going.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch
Now
to the
batting,
plate lately.
catcher.
Solid swing
Oh.
from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And I think
Pitching for
so. The
Los
Dodgers
Angeles.
have a new arm on the mound. Pedro
Number
Martinez.
Definitely a guy
Pedro
that pounds the strike zone,
Martinez.
makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
And the batter now, Kyle Higashioka. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting
1
out of the
ball,
zone.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Excellent. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Timeout.
Now he steps out as time is granted. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Adrian Beltre.
Well, with his
Beltre.
speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Foul ball there. The 0-1. Fastball
Ball,
is
no.
outside. And a swing and a miss.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Time called. Center field. Taveras settles under it. And there's one away. Ellie De La Cruz steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 3 in this one.
De La Cruz.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Garcia makes the grab. 2 down. Juan Soto steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Timeout.
Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. Looks
Pinch
like it'll
hitting
be a
for the
pinch hitter.
Dodgers.
Bobby
Number
Abreu
54,
trying to get something
Bobby
going for him with 2 away.
Abreu.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
And
No,
that
that's the
just
ball.
misses.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Look out!
Time. That
And
hit
it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So digging in, Joe Morgan. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. And that's
Ball 1.
outside. Right side.
That's foul.
And foul ball. Abreu, the runner at first with 2 gone. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here goes the runner. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Two outs. Runner on the go again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. Staying in the game on defense, Adrian Beltre taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. Young in the box now. Takes strike 1.
1 strike.
This change for the Dodgers. Now playing
Little
right
chopper rolls foul.
field. Number 54. Bobby
Looking to get the
Abreu.
tying run on base. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Beltran on the move. He's got it. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And that will end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Hobie Milner.
Hobie Milner.
McGuire now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a swing and a miss. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Bullpen action for the Rangers. Cold wind up and loosening in the pen. Garcia getting loose as well. This to third. On to Simeon. And that's 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Evan Carter.
Now pitching for the Dodgers. Number 0, Cy Young.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And that drops in for a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Good job to fight that one off. Ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff dive. Throws it away, but no one moves up as it's backed up nicely there.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Now here is Leody Taveras. And a sac bunt here. They apply the tag, and the runner moves up to second. And now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Josh Smith. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hauls it in, 2 away. Here comes the throw.
Now batting.
And now the DH, Ezekiel Duran. Out to short, Beltre. Throws to first in time. That's the 3rd out. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Garcia. Well, 1-run game. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
Robert.
Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Dave Roberts turning to his bench for a new bat. Mike Piazza.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. His 4th home run of the season. And they add to the lead. It's 3-1. Zingy, that's his 431st career homer, and it ties him with Cal Ripken Jr.
Well, Cal hit double-digit homers for 20 seasons in a row, and that makes this trip around the bases even a little more special, I'm sure.
Foul ball. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Higashioka up with it. Out to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. Down the third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that is that. So remaining in the game defensively, Mike Piazza. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter.
Mike Piazza.
New pitcher for the Dodgers, Garrett Cole.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out. Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands.
Morgan. Here's Beltre for 1. The double play ends it right here.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his